This is my old hybrid Pinky. On this day, way back in 1997, he hatched. That makes him, as of today, May 21st, 2024, he's 27 years old. It might be a record. I haven't heard of any being that old before. He is a Tiercel peregrine gyr, and yes, I said that correctly. His mother was a gyr falcon, his father was a peregrine. And he is easily the best bird I've ever had. Great hunter, dynamite flyer, always very dependable. I went back and dug out my old bird logs today and was looking back through them and kind of remembering all the great years we've had together. I also did some math and totaled up his kills. He, for his lifetime, he caught 647 ducks, 145 sharp-tailed grouse, 156 sage grouse, 136 Hungarian partridge, 13 pheasants, 2 snipe, 1 crow, and 36 miscellaneous, for a grand total of 1,136 head. Not too shabby. I first noticed a decrease in his performance in his late teens. He was still a real effective hunter, but his stamina and strength were diminished, and his pitch was starting to not be quite what it used to be. Was still catching game, not as often as before, but still fairly regularly. Once he hit 20, it started going downhill more. It was really his stamina and strength was the noticeable decline, and his kills dropped off to just a handful, maybe a dozen at most per year. And his last kill ever was, let's see, I wrote it down here, was December 29th of 2020. He was 23 years old, and that was a wood duck. And I continued flying him, mostly just let him kind of cruise around, chase some of my homers here and there. I occasionally would hunt him, let him chase stuff. Had no real hope of catching anything, but let him have some fun. Until about 2 years ago, he got to where he couldn't even really stay in the air very long. And if he ended up on the ground, he couldn't get back airborne again. He had to start from an elevated perch, like from my fist to the top of my truck. And I was still flying occasionally because he still seemed to enjoy it. But as of about a year ago, when he was about 26, he got to where he couldn't even stay in the air, even if you had an elevated perch to take off from. And he didn't seem to enjoy it. I think he felt vulnerable, and he really was. And I was kind of concerned that he'd be a magnet for predators. So he's just been in full retirement now. And as you can see from this, his feathers are terrible. They don't grow very well anymore. He's even got some bald patches. The last few years, his molt didn't end till like November, December. And not a problem that I'm not flying him, but just everything's slow. But at 27 years old, it's a miracle he's still alive even. And it's still pretty feisty and seems to enjoy weathering even when it's a little bit rainy like it was today. But anyway, just thought I'd give this little tribute to the best bird I've ever had and let you see what a 27-year-old falcon looks like. And as always, thanks for watching.